Hello everyone, and welcome back to Drama Alert. Dust Veil. Let's see. The gang.
Let's get right
Let's
into
get
the
right
murder.
into the murder hobo. Want to murder hobo
Yeah,
anyone?
we didn't have to
Okay.
throw the last guy off. He jumped off himself.
So, you guys are on this train. After a few hours, you will come to the town of Windy Peaks, which is now on the map. So you're looking at the sort of far southeastern region of Dust Vale. There's really not too much here. Like people wouldn't come to Windy Peaks for anything in particular. It's more of a waypoint or a sort of trading post almost between Elder's Port and the more central cities. Elder's Port is pretty large. It boasts a large port that connects to the other continents of Lacrin. But Windy Peaks is where you guys end up after like multiple hours. Like you probably would have spent the day sort of relatively chilling out. The gnome will pass you guys every now and then, just be like, "You guys want some food?" And he kind of looks it over and he's like, "I'm not gonna have any. I think you can have some though." Sort of fearful of falling asleep. He's like watching everyone when they're eating the food and things, but it seems like the food and drink and stuff is safe. By the time, I would guess by the end of the day, you come into Windy Peaks, which is a relatively small town, though it boasts farms, mostly farms. This is Windy Peaks. So, as you enter the town proper, you come straight into a large sort of town square, but it's not really it's not like an obvious town square. It's more kind of in that think like that opening episode of Westworld where there's just that area where the train stops and then there's a couple of larger buildings there. It's not exactly finished cobblestone pathways or anything. It's just kind of like sand that has some more dirt added to it so that it sticks. It's not really anything to write home about here. When the train comes to a stop and you get a good look about, or maybe you step off of the train, there's a quite rare scent to the air of like the sea, because this overlooks like a sort of 200-foot cliff drop into the sea itself. I don't know how well traveled each of your characters is, but it's unlikely you'd spend too much time at any sort of seaside resort. There isn't that many beachside towns or cities or anything like that here. There are the ports, which have desert, sea. It's not like a nice, necessarily, area where people are like, "Oh, this is cool, we're going to go to a beach resort." This isn't really like that. It's just on the very top of a cliff edge. All of the houses here are practically all like old wooden timber built and log built houses, almost all like wind and sand blasted from the sort of saltier air. The town does boast this particularly large tower, which you'll be able to spot from any place. It's by far the largest and most imposing building. It's also completely different because it's stone. It's like a charcoal-coloured stone tower that it tapers off towards the top, but doesn't come to a full point. Though it does sort of like pierce up out of the town. This striking thing. There are lots of darkened windows that are just peppered in no necessarily architecturally thought about idea. It looks like someone's just like, "Oh, we'll put a window there and then a window here and a window there and a window here," and they're kind of all over it. Looks a lot more like maybe like a bird's, like you were describing Tuesday where you're from. There's like a side of a mountain where like there are little holes and your people like pop their little heads out. You sometimes see these little like bird holes in the sides of old
I'll be right back.
mountain tops. And this looks more like that. And inside you can see a sort of thick glass, but it's all darkened. The whole thing is very dark and imposing looking. There's a circle at the top of it, which is just a hole. It wouldn't really make much sense now, but if you stand at the right time of day, midnight or midday, you will see it circle the sun perfectly, like one of those old Aztecian or Mayan temples that they have. Other than that, as soon as you step off the train, there's just a bunch of big buildings around, and then they spread out relatively randomly around the town. And then there are these sort of spice farms that spread out towards the south. Let's see here. The gnome.
It's been an hour since I.
It's easily been an
myself,
hour.
right?
Yeah, you
Okay,
probably had another long rest in this time.
Oh, geez, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it would have been like a whole day. I just wanted to legitimately railroad you off the train.
Hey, that's fine with me. I got more shenanigans up again then.
Yeah.
Just gonna keep turning into her and haunting Jay's dreams every night. Just walk into the campfire. Why?
Yeah, like you guys will probably like step off the train into Windy Peaks. You'll see like a fairly large amount of people here, just in this town square area. You'll be somewhere around here. Ahead of you, a very large building which resembles a sort of vague train station. You can see that there are people in that sort of similar gnomish conductor wear with the blue, and the same that was on the cleric and the driver. That almost uniform look. People selling things and giving information about trains. There's a heck of a lot of people like heading towards the train because this thing is heading over to the port, and this is a pretty like it's like a mainstay place for trade and spice that goes off into the rest of Lacrin. There's all sorts of weird spices they grow here that you can't get anywhere else in the world, like ginger and stuff like that. And so you'll see a couple of like half orcs lugging some big crates and barrels and things onto the cargo hold where you are. They kind of shoot some weird looks at each other at the blood and things like that, but the conductor just...
Hey, don't worry about that. You just get that stuff on there, okay? Okay, who's getting off the train? This is Windy Peaks.
Nobody apart from you guys moves. Presumably you guys are getting off the train.
Yeah.
Nope.
This is where we have to stop, right? Yeah.
This is where Schaus told you
Yeah.
to come to.
Yeah. So I'm jumping off then.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Going to pull Raja with me. Apparently Raja is sleeping, so I'm gonna pull Raja
Yeah,
with me.
Raja's in a bit of a weird place at the moment. He's sort of dazed, but he follows you. Yeah, as you step off, you see like a bunch of different people around. Like a lot of them much smaller than you, though they're not gnomes. There's quite a few halflings in Windy Peaks. But then you just see the usual spattering of different races here. There's half orcs and elves and humans, tieflings. The whole region of Dust Valley is extremely mixed. Like it's just everyone. There's not really any localized race areas. But there is a slightly larger halfling presence. Where do you guys want to go? What do you want to do? You're here. You've made it to Windy Peaks.
Well, where do we have to go? Well, who do we
We were here.
We have to find Fex's. Give him this thing before anyone else comes looking for it.
Wow, do you guys see that tower?
Yeah.
Hey, maybe I could feather
Maybe.
fall off that.
We should do that. That would be great.
I don't think that's
I just immediately put my hand on top of Lash's head and go, no.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know where to find Fex's. Maybe he's in the tower.
Maybe we should ask. Is there anybody nearby?
Yeah, there's plenty of people around. There'll be a guy stood like directly in front of you, pretty big-looking, rough-looking dude, but looks like he probably lives here.
But I know where any
Have
of
we stepped?
my contacts
We're
are.
out. Yeah, we stepped out.
Yeah, if we stepped off the train, can we like ask the conductor right as we get off the train?
Yeah.
Hey, do you know where we can find Fex's?
Fexus? Never heard of him. Is it a no?
Thank you.
Oh, bye.
I don't know what he is.
Hey, Brad, would I know if any of my contacts are in the city or
Contacts from what?
forgery? Contacts and forgery feature.
Contacts in forgery feature. I have no idea what that means.
Criminal background, so he'd have like contacts in every city as part of like a thieves network or spies
Do you
network.
have a fucking criminal background? Why do I feel like...
Bounty hunter.
Oh, yeah,
never mind.
You've got one of them ones. I remember. I remember. Let's see contacts. As a bounty hunter, you have traveled far and wide, which allows you to build up a network of contacts. If you're in a town where informants reside, let's see here. Roll me a d20. That's what I'll do. We'll do this every time because I like dice. You know of no contacts in Windy Peaks. This is not really a place where, you and your network of informants and friends are prominent. So you wouldn't know. I mean, if you bump into someone, fair enough, but you don't know of anyone specifically that would be here.
We might as well start at the tavern. That's where you start in every town. Barkeep will know everyone, right?
Drinks. Yes, drinks are good. Let's get drinks.
I didn't say anything about drinks.
Well, that's what you do in a tavern, right?
Drinks.
Lash wants drinks.
Oh, I do? Sure. Drinks.
Lash wants drinks.
It's up to the rest of you guys.
Fine.
I'm down for a hard drink.
Yeah, we can stop and do that. But first, I have to run a quick errand over to Garble's. Give me just a second. Because I'm carrying all those elven freaking thin blades. I need to go sell off all these swords.
I'll help you if you want. I can carry stuff.
I'm gonna start making my way towards Garble's and just tell all the others, why don't you meet me at Gull's Nest unless you want to go shopping with me?
I'll go with.
Drinks.
Okay, who's going to the armorer and who's going to the tavern?
Tavern.
Tavern.
Armor.
I'll go armor first.
Armor. So Lash and Kenneth go to the tavern. Let's see here. Let's follow the crew going to the armorer. So Raja, presumably you've been here before, and you've maybe been to Garble's Armory or armoring.
Armoring.
Correct. Thank you for helping me with that. You head into you guys like pass through town. You get a couple of strange looks. A couple of weird looking people in town. Give you some strange like outlander looks. But you're probably all relatively aware of that kind of thing. Once you get to the armorer on the far end of town, you're now much closer to the actual peak of Windy Peaks, and the name doesn't disappoint. It's really windy on this side of town. The whole thing kind of comes at an angle. So if you rolled a ball from the Chancellor's Manor, it would probably end up eventually down by where the train tracks are. So you head upwards, and as you go up, there's more and more wind that blows. Carlisle probably need to hold on to your hat. And then you come to the familiar looking armory here. This is a pretty big workshop, though the actual shop front is quite small. There's just a very small area just as you approach these sort of really small door that you'd have to bend down and even I guess Carlisle being a dwarf would still have to head in. Garble is a halfling, and his shop is huge, with an entire like forge in the back, but the shop front has this tiny door and then a little small area where he can conduct business with a small desk, some paper and parchment there. As you head in, he's not actually working on anything. He is just sitting doing some work at the desk. Very, very small, even for a halfling. one arm. The other one is just a wrapped, tied piece of cloth. He has like a very rough-looking, burnt, scorched, and dirty, greasy set of like kind of hempen overalls on him. Very short hair, patches burnt away, thick beard, pretty rough-looking, relatively old-looking for a halfling. And as you head in, he says, "Hello there."
I've been through this town multiple times, but I don't know if I've met Garble. Do I need to roll and see if I know him?
It's up to you, to be honest. If you want to say that you've met him, that's fine. You're like a traveled person, so you can make that call.
I'll say we've probably we've probably crossed paths once or twice.
Let's see if he remembers you, though. Ah, Raja. Hello. It's been a while.
Garble. It has. I brought something by that I don't think you'll often see down in this neck of the woods, and I'm gonna put the 3 elven thin blades on his desk and say, "What can you give me for these?"
Let's see here. He looks them over, not too familiar with them. He one by one gives them a little look. Used. This one's a little blunt. I suppose that's 25 gold for the lot.
Fair enough. I didn't come here to haggle.
He shuffles the swords, places them into a basket behind the desk, counts out 25 gold, then turns around and says, "Lovely doing business with you," and hands the gold over.
I actually came by because I'm looking to pick up some studded leather. This stuff is like I'm showing him my armor full of stab holes from the fight on the train. This is just not cutting it. Do you have any studded leather handy?
Studded leather, is it? He says, leans forward, looks a little more darkened in the face. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Big fella like you. Right, let's have a look here. And he pulls down a couple of trays filled with various things, and at the bottom of one of them he pulls out a set of studded leather and puts it down on the front. Made that myself. I don't know, must have been 10 days ago. That'll be 400 gold pieces.
400.
Yes, 400. Don't you think that's a great deal for a Garble's original?
As much as I trust in your handiwork, in Sin River they sell for about 50. Why would it be so much more expensive out here?
50 it is. You got yourself a deal.
I'll slide his 25 back and then put in 25 of my own and take it.
He shakes your hand and then looks over to Carlias. Well, it seems we've got ourselves a gunslinger, is it? What's that piece? Let me take a quick look.
What are you gonna do with it?
I'll simply look it over, of course. I could make a gun. See any guns on these walls? Can't make a gun to save my life, mate.
I think I'll pass on that offer. But if you have any materials to make more ammo, I'm in need.
Well, how'd you make ammo then?
Well, obviously I need the casings, the gunpowder, and the bullets.
Casings and gunpowder and bullets? Never made a bullet myself. Not sure what the casings are made out of. What is it, brass? And gunpowder? Well, you might find some of that somewhere around here, but I don't sell it here, unfortunately. Try the general store. Strange old man in there. He's a bit gone in the head, if you ask me.
Garble, have you had your medication today?
That's extremely rude to ask, but I don't think I have. Hold on 1 second. Garble heads out to the back room.
Shall we just take everything now?
And he's gone for at least 10 minutes.
Oh, God! Is he one of the people that can't swallow pills properly or something? Is he me? He's kind of...
Just drinking pints and pints of water. It always stays in the mouth.
Just dissolves in your mouth. Well, now that it's just this.
That was me until I was like 19.
Yeah, I couldn't take pills.
I used to have to dry swallow
for
pills,
anything.
like drop them down my throat and hope it worked.
When I was young, I couldn't. I would fill my mouth with water, look straight up, and then drop the pill so it floated on the water, and then swallow. So the pill would never touch my mouth.
I had to have chewable aspirin until I was like 15, I think, until I realized I could drop them down my throat.
Good stuff, man.
Does the guy ever come back or no?
I mean, he's at least going to be gone for 10 minutes. If you just want to wait around for him, you can.
Do we need anything else? Sometimes he takes a while.
Don't think
Well, I could probably take a couple of bars of iron.
Are there price tags listed on his bars of iron?
Definitely not. This isn't like, again, you're looking
He
at like
tried to sell me studded leather for 400
Yeah.
gold.
There's
There's two prices.
while it's not the worst establishment, like even the best establishment in the capital city is still a pretty run-down looking kind of store. There's not that much high-end stuff in anywhere in Dustvale, really, let alone nice little places with little cute tags on and stuff.
No, we can always wait for him to come back. His his daughter must not be around. She usually keeps him, you know.
A woman appears 10 minutes later.
Is it him dressed up?
It's
Yeah, I just shrug. It's not me.
it's not Garble. It is Finrenna, and Finrenna is Garble's daughter. And she steps out and says, "Oh, we have customers, Father. We have customers." And there's a muffled, inaudible noise that comes from somewhere deep in the bowels of the armory.
I'm gonna elbow Carlias. Now this is why I shop here. Look at her.
And this absolutely, pretty fucking stunning. Like, we're talking almost crit 20 looking, but not quite. Attractive, beautiful young halfling woman in a like, what are they called? Like plaid tied underneath the bosom, Dukes of Hazzard, Daisy looking denim shorts and cowboy boots.
Wait, what was her name again? Say her name again.
Finrenna. Which is spelled like
Finrenna
this.
is hot.
Just a gorgeous looking halfling woman steps out and says, "Well, Father's a little disposed of at the moment. He's having one of his funny turns. How can I help?"
I think we've already got most of what we need, but my friend the dwarf here wanted some iron bars.
Iron bars. Oh, I'll have to. Would you mind helping me carry them? One of you big strong lads. I'm sure you'll be able to help me. And she kind of cocks to one
Rush
side.
is already running towards her. Oh yeah, I got that.
She takes you through into like the actual forge itself, and it's sweltering hot. Like as soon as you enter, you realize that there's like 2 or 3 forges going. There's a couple of people that work here, just other halfling men just hitting things, ding, 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 and like there's a spray of steam from one corner. In the far back corner of the forge, you do see Garble. He's on the ground, and he's just watching you walk across in a sort of golem-ish, curled-up position. But Finrenna points over to the iron bars and says, "You just want just an iron bar? You sure?"
I'm gonna need at least 3 or 4.
4 iron bars? Well,
Or
I
ingots.
suppose. I guess, yes, sure. How much is an iron bar, Father? He just hisses from the corner. And she says, "Oh, well, I suppose." Well,
Is he not on his medication?
Oh no, I think he's on too much of it. This happens sometimes.
He's on a bender.
It's all sort of overkill. It'll wear off in a few minutes, I'm sure. How about 1 gold per bar?
It's a deal. I'll take 5.
Pinrana, out of curiosity, how much do you normally charge for studded leather?
Oh, studded leather is 40 gold pieces. Did he try and charge you
he add-
400?
He added a 0, yes. I think I ended up giving him 50, but it's okay.
Rightio. Well, nothing I can do about that now. And she looks over at him, and he's just in the corner. The little halfling woman points at like just a bunch of iron bars. A couple of them like nicely shaped, but a lot of them not. They're like little bricks and pole-shaped ones and stuff like that. You can help yourself to 5 of them. They're going to be pretty damn heavy, though, for the record, to be carrying around that amount of iron. Carlias, are you strong? You are a
I mean, he
dwarf.
has a strength of 14.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll say that you can sort of carry him around, but like if you start picking up loads of random shit, you're going to end up being over encumbered. I'm not going to be too harsh with the encumbrance rule because I mostly just can't be able to work it out and bog down with the maths of it. But like, yeah, we'll do a rough. You're probably going to be like with your satchel at times.
I mean, how big are the bars? I was thinking just like small ingots.
You want little ingots, yeah. Well, ingots
Yeah,
are still
like-
pretty big and heavy.
They're like 10 pounds a piece, aren't they?
And if you're talking like Skyrim-style ingots, those things are really freaking heavy, even though they're not that big.
Yeah. What are you're going to make it?
They're very solid.
Are you going to try and make a gun?
I was gonna focus on the bullets. Just make a ton of them.
You're just going to try and make casings out of iron ingots.
Well, the casings I was gonna try.
You're going to
buy
have
from
you're going to have
stores.
so many.
I plan on shooting a lot.
Okay.
He's got 4 belts of bullets wrapped around him.
Yeah.
He's just
He's got like
bandoliers
2
Yeah.
of those like
days.
bullet
He's got
bandoliers.
2
Yeah,
chest
right.
holsters, 2 thigh holsters, bandoliers on his arms, just bullets everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. You can still take the 5, but they're pretty big. They'll be like brick shaped, but iron, so they're pretty fucking heavy.
Yeah,
Well, in that case, I could probably use 2 of them for a new gun.
Yeah, I thought you were going for a gun. I thought you were going to grab it and work towards a gun slowly, but you're still going to need to use like a forge and stuff to just shape the metal and stuff. Cool. You have those. She takes the 5 gold from you, and looks over to Arden and says, "Did you need something, sir?"
just perusing.
Rightio. Well, it was lovely doing business, and nice to see you again, Raja.
See you next time.
And
Give my regards to the old man.
yeah,
He's-
there's a
Hope he's
weird
doing well.
whistling noise that comes from the back of the forge somewhere. It appears he's disappeared. He's gone. He's nowhere there, but you can hear him somewhere deep within the bowels of the
In the walls.
the armory. And with that, I guess we'll flip over to the inn where the other 2 are. I didn't show you. This is where the armor is, chat. And then over here is the Gull's Nest Tavern. So this also serves as a sort of inn. It's pretty big. It's like a 2-story looking inn, which on the ground floor, like as soon as you walk in, there's a pretty rough looking bar. It's like a typical looking Western saloon looking bar with the double doors that you push open and head in. There's 2 sets of stairs that go up to a second landing, and then there's a bunch of rooms up there. There's also an area to one side. As you walk in on the right, there'll be like another area where there's just beds and beds and beds. So essentially you're looking at sort of a common room and private rooms upstairs. The innkeep, at this point, polishing a glass, is an elf.
I'm so disappointed in you. I'm so disappointed.
I know. but
Fuck.
I refuse to start it because I'll never stop.
Come on. Give me Igor.
If I do it, I'll never stop. And yeah,
Fuck.
I had this issue with I had SIDS, which ran all of the armories in my first ever world of the Mind Harvest, and I was like, do I do that forever? I was like, no, I can't do it. You head into this tavern. There is an elf stood pretty like tall looking, pretty thin, gangly looking, hair pulled tight behind him. He's got this little moustache, which seems to you like it would be fake. You've never seen an elf with a beard or a moustache, but he has this sort of like stick-on moustache with like a twisty, mythomatic looking twizzly end, you know, like a zoo. Yeah, he's got like really fine-looking clothes with little straps that run down the front of him, and this very clean-looking white shirt, and he's polishing an ale glass. The patrons in here.
Hello, my friends.
Hello, my friends. The patrons here all look pretty fucking rough, though. Although he looks clean and the actual building looks relatively clean, everyone in here looks dangerous. Like everyone in here looks like a bounty hunter or a mercenary or something. There are a handful of like locals who might be farmers, but even they look big and relatively intimidating, covered in sort of dirt and things like that. So as you and Lash step through the saloon doors, like a lot of them look around and just sort of size you up straight away. There's just this sort of relatively small looking Kenku and then this old grubby looking man. But the innkeep sort of gives you a little nod as you step in, and no one really steps at you or anything like that.
Is there like a free spot at the bar? Like for two?
Yeah, there's plenty of seats at the bar. It's not like packed out. It's yeah.
Lash, I think we should have some drinks and then head over to the tower.
Drinks. Okay.
Have you ever
Then
drank?
tower. No. I have my back to the wall constantly in here, and I'm just totally sizing up the crowd. I'm used to being on the outskirts of these places, peeking in windows and, you know, creeping around alleyways. I've not really just gone into an establishment like this before and drank. So, no.
It's great.
It's good. So water then?
Yeah. I'm gonna look at the elf. 2 adult waters, please. For adults.
Adult waters, is it?
Yes, adults.
Right. Okay, 2 adult waters coming up. And
Perfect.
he turns around. There's a
Piece of
snicker.
water.
There's a snicker from the end of the bar. A couple of dudes laughing, and
Dirty mugs.
the bar man goes and gets a couple of sort of glass tumbler-looking glasses, puts some liquid in them that looks clear and looks like water, fills them up pretty high, and then slides them across to you. There you go. That'll be a silver piece.
Throw the silver. Thank you so much. How are they, like tall glasses?
Then I like tumbler, like you would drink
Okay.
maybe whiskey from or something.
Okay, I'm gonna pass it to Lash. Here you are. Here's your water. Now, just like this, and I'm gonna down it in one go.
Cool. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Hey! Come on, Wizzy. Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not enough. The you power this thing back. Not only does it burn, but it feels like your eyes are on fire, your throat is on fire, your stomach is on fire. This would be the equivalent for like us in the real
Moonshine?
world of drinking something like super moonshine.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say tequila, and I was
So
like,
dwarven beer.
No, it's just it's just the type of thing that they would probably be cleaning the bar with,
second-
and not
Yeah,
I
Drano.
down it. The second I'm gonna go. No, it's quite okay. It's perfect. It's amazing. You have to have some.
It's horrific. You are drunk.
But you just
It's amazing. Don't
cannot
sweat it.
tell
Just
what's
down
going
it.
on.
I mean, you can roll me an intelligence check, I guess. Just click on intelligence. I mean, he definitely did not react like that was water. I mean, if you smell it, it doesn't smell like water. It smells like white spirit, you know?
I don't think that this is water.
That's because it's not, says the elf. It's adult water like he asked for.
Okay. And I take a gulp.
All right, give me a con saving throw. Yeah, this destroys you. Yeah, as the moment this hits the edge of your beak, it is just like it's like drinking fire. It's horrific. It probably makes you almost sick. And yeah, your entire insides just explode. Your eyes start watering. Your tongue swells up, and you are piss drunk instantly.
Right? Amazing. Right? Fantastic. But 2 more.
2 more. You're sure of that? Is it?
2 more. It's quite fine.
2
See
more
how
it
old I
is.
am? You don't think I've drank before? This is my nephew.
That's your nephew, is it?
That's my nephew, yes.
You are into some weird shit there, man. Pours out another. Pours you another. Pours another for the Kenku. How do you get a pure blood Kenku when you adopted? Is it?
What?
The man never tells.
He pushes.
Sorry,
the,
I
the-
lost focus. I couldn't see for a moment.
pushes the
kind of,
tumblers
yeah,
back to you.
Down the next one.
Give me another con save with disadvantage. Yeah, you pass the fuck out. You drink it and come down with the glass. He's out.
Can we just roll him over to Garble and just hang out on the ground together?
He's out.
I put my drink down on the bar.
You drink
and I'm
it?
kind of eyeing it up, and I'm slapping his face. Kenneth.
Kenneth, make me another con save. See if you wake up.
Kenneth.
You can't wake him up. He's out. He's out cold.
I was really hoping you'd fumble again.
Ugh.
It
Goes
just
into a
starts,
coma.
yeah, it just starts retching violently.
A particularly
Sit
large,
down on the floor next to him.
a particularly large human, a very rough-looking dude in sort of like rough-looking clothes, with a short sword on one hip and a few daggers on the other, sits down on a stool near you, Lash, and says, "All right there, Lash. How's it going?"
You know me?
"Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've been looking for you for a while." He nods over. Behind you, there are 2 other men, similarly dressed.
Who are you?
"Well, you've just revealed to us that you're who we're looking for, so why not come with us?"
No.
You'll be fine.
With my friend Kenneth.
Oh, he's all right. He
Kenneth.
gives Kenneth a little nudge with his boot.
Kenneth.
"You'll be fine, Lesh. Come on, come with us." And they sort
No.
of one on each side of you, each
Where
arm.
are we going?
"We're just gonna
Where?
go for a little walk."
I don't walk. And I'm just like slinking down. I don't walk.
We'll help you. And they lift you up and they
No,
begin to walk
I
you
don't-
out
put-
of the
put me-
saloon.
Put me down.
They do not put you down. They carry you out of the saloon.
Fuck. God damn it.
It is.
Would we be there in time to see this, or are we not across town yet?
It is night time, or it's just night will have just fallen. So let's see. Why don't we have you roll me a d20, Fairlight, just to see.
Sorry, Lash.
You are nowhere near. No, you guys are just leaving the armorer and heading out as the saloon doors open and 3 burly, thuggish-looking men are carrying Lash out back outside. They take you, Lash, around the side of the Gull's Nest Tavern.
Put me down.
All right, listen, Lash. Don't think we don't know who you are.
Who am I?
I know who you are. Where you from, Lash? Where you from?
Oh, Spin City.
Spin City, is it?
Yeah. Spin
You
City.
ever heard of Spin City? One of these thugs says to the other one. Spin City, no. No, is it the right one? I mean, she's a Kenku. She said her name was Lash. Yeah, she did.
From Spin City.
What's the bounty on her? Couple hundred gold, I think. Do we have to keep her alive? I don't know. Shall we find out? You go find out. No, you go find out. I'll go find out.
Alive?
Oi, Lash. Sit down, mate. You'll be just fine. You sit down there. You sit down there. You go find out. One of them walks off and heads north.
Can I make am I too wasted to make an attempt at mimicry here?
No. Yeah, I mean, you can. What are you trying to mimic?
So okay, so the only things I have heard. So the guys that wander off, I'm waiting for them to wander off.
Only one of them's wandered off. There's two still with you.
Okay. So I'm gonna wait for that guy to wander off, and then I'm gonna mimic his voice and call the other two. I'm gonna call the dudes over with his voice and see if I can just catch them off guard.
So you're trying to get the other one, the one that's walked off,
Yeah, I'm mimicking him.
but from far away.
Trying to.
You're throwing your voice over to round the side of the tavern. Yeah, I mean, roll me a performance check with disadvantage because you're drunk, which essentially means you're poisoned.
Oh no. Oh, performance though.
What are you trying to say?
Come here. Oh, I make like a sound like I'm in trouble, and then I say, "Come here."
So from round the corner, there's
Because
like
I don't know their names.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, come here! And then the
Help!
all right, well, oi, Lash, you wait there a second, yeah? You just don't move a second.
I'm
What's the
waiting.
matter? What's the matter?
So
all right, hold on. And then he runs off, and then the other one.
I'm gonna dash.
You need
I'm
me
gonna
to come.
do my
You need me to come. Where's she gone?
my cunning action.
And you've run off.
My cunning action to
Yeah.
to dash and hide.
Give me an athletics check because you're running.
Has someone woken me up by
Disadvantage. No, but you are being robbed. Give me a second.
He already has no money.
Yeah, in all fairness, he didn't pick up his gold.
Yeah, he's good. You run away, and like the guy that was going to stay with you, one of them walks around the corner and tries to see where the other one went. This one's kind of distracted, and you disappear. He rolls a 1 to try and work out where the fuck you went to catch up with you. So you just vanish. You just you're drunk, and you stumble off around the. I guess you probably run around the back of the tavern, and you can escape into the alleys. Yeah.
Yep.
You disappear into the alleyways.
Hunker down with my cloak over me.
Kenneth, what have you got? Let's have a look at your character sheet here on you. You got anything of worth?
I have the scroll of pedigree.
Oh, that's nice. You've got a scroll of mage certification. Mate, that'll fetch a pretty penny. Yeah, that's gone. The pedigree. How much gold you got on you?
14.
14 gold.
They leave that out of pity.
No, that's gone. 14 gold. Scroll of pedigree. Scroll of mage certification. And I guess that'd probably be... They're too dumb to know what any of the rest of this shit is. Yeah.
I just imagine like all 15 people in the just freaking bar just stand up and just each individually draw lots to pull everything off of you.
Yeah. Well, it's good that like Lash wasn't there and that Kenneth was asleep because we don't know who took it.
They steal my clothes or anything? Like, am I...
No, you're still just asleep.
Okay.
At the bar.
Rustled the jimmies a little bit.
Head down on the bar, a couple of empty tumblers around you. When the others walk in, after arriving from the armorer, we probably see Arden, Raja, and Carlias head in. Immediately, you'll see the same things going on. Same sort of rough-looking crowd, not an entirely packed bar, not entirely empty. 2 floors, a barman, and then Kenneth just face down at the bar, sleeping.
I'm gonna walk over to him and try and wake him up just by slapping him over the face.
Sure. Give me a con saving throw. Yeah, you can wake up from that one. Your face is stinging.
Ah!
Be sick.
Yes. Lash.
What the hell happened to you?
Oh, hello. That's Carlias. Hello. How is you?
Elias. Not
Yes,
Carly.
Carlias.
Carly.
I smack him again.
Where's the?
Thank you. I needed that.
What
Where's
the
that?
hell happened?
Where's the bird?
We were drinking. Had a nice bout of drinking. Yes. Would you guys like to drink? What innkeeper? Where did the bird go? Where did my nephew go?
Oh yeah, your nephew, of course.
Yeah.
She left with a couple of burly-looking fellers.
She left with who now?
Three big-looking chaps. I thought they were with you, to be honest.
As in, they like
They
this?
She left willingly, or they
As-
dragged her off?
Well, I don't know. It's quite hard to see with
gonna
these
go to-
old roomy eyes of mine.
I guess I'm gonna go to like pass him a gold and then realize it's gone.
Yep.
What?
I motion to the bartender to lean down. You better start talking before my gun starts shooting.
Oh,
Intimidation
it's
check?
like that, is it? You can give me an intimidation check, yeah. I see how it is. Now,
What
you'd
the hell did you know?
better get walking before every single patron in this bar's guns start shooting and start stabbing and start killing you.
How many
This
people
is
are
my establishment, young gunslinger, and we don't take kindly to your folk. The 2 dudes who laughed at you at the end of the bar kind of stand up. There's a couple of men at the other side of the bar that look over. There's a gruff voice. You having trouble? No. I'm sure we're just fine here, aren't we,
many
gunslinger? You're looking at maybe 20 people around you.
20 people?
Fif-
I guess by now I would have noticed that my scroll is gone and everything.
10 to 15 of them look armed.
Okay. I'm going to just kind of put my hand on Carlias. Don't worry, Carlias. There. Charm person on the bartender.
Yep.
He's gonna make a what? Wisdom save? I think it's wisdom save. Just want to check.
With saving
with-
throw. All right. What does he have to beat?
14.
He says, now whatever you're trying to do there, that doesn't work on me. He got a 20.
My things are gone. Who took them?
Oh, me old eyes. Ah, tough to see what's going on sometimes, you know. Very difficult. I'm really starting to age. I'm almost 200 years old. It's amazing I can see it all.
Do you have a family?
I'm gonna I don't know. I'm gonna pull out 5 gold pieces and say, does this help jog your memory?
Oh, funny enough, that's the exact medicine it is. I have a family.
I'm gonna hand him 5 gold pieces
I can see
and say,
very clearly.
tell me what happened to the bird, and did you see who robbed the old man?
Right, a couple of the mayor's men took her, and I think he leans in a little closer. You'll want to be careful. It was Ickham. Ickham took your money and a couple of scrolls out your pocket, and then he nods over. A very big-looking man, the biggest man in the corner, sitting there nursing a massive tankard of ale.
Is he with anybody else?
Do you have
no.
any idea why the mayor's men would want the bird?
I have no idea, but they seem to know each other, so I just assumed that they were on some sort of official business that I shouldn't rub my nose in.
Does she have I'm turning to Carlias. Does she have a price on her head? Have you looked at the bounty boards? I never thought to check.
Carlias, roll me a d20. That's how we do this, right? There is a bounty out of Shallow Scar from the Chancellor herself, Chancellor Thessalia Vossler, on a Kenku fitting Lash's description known as Lash. For a few hundred gold, like it's a big bounty.
Actually, come to think of it, there is.
Oh.
Kenku, name's Lash. Fuck.
And you're just now remembering this.
Listen, having to deal with the old man and all the trains, and we gotta find her quickly.
For a moment, could we grab my scrolls back?
Well, you want to go up against him?
Hold on. I'm
How big is this guy?
gonna quickly move outside while he's doing that.
Big human.
And I'm gonna try and do a, I don't know, survival or perception check out front, just looking at footprints to see if I can see signs of a scuffle, like if she got dragged off.
Sure. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that there was somebody stumbling, like half stumble, half dragged, down towards the south and then around the side of the building into like an alleyway. You follow the tracks around. They seem to come to an end to a degree, but then you can make out some other clues that lead off further into the alleyway. Following and tracking them around a little bit, you come to a sort of bedraggled and drunken-looking Lash, sort of just curled up by a box.
Hey.
Ah,
Wake up.
good morning.
It's not morning, Lash.
Okay.
It's
Where's
nighttime.
Kenneth?
He's passed out inside.
Okay, are we gonna go fly?
Come on, I'm gonna put like, I'm gonna put one arm over put her one arm over my neck and like stand up. Hey,
We
snap
are.
out of it.
Okay, we're gonna go flying. Okay.
How much does she weigh? Or how much does Lash weigh?
I weigh.
I don't know about the bird physiology, if they weigh more or
I'm
less
like
than.
5'2", and I don't weigh
Well, she's
much.
got,
It's probably like
she's got
100.
human feet, so it's not even bird physiology at this point. Weird.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a beak, so there's some bird physiology.
yeah.
where-
Probably like a $1.05 or so.
Okay, I'm just gonna pick her up and carry her back inside.
Sure.
You're flying.
And I kind of toddler push his face.
Kenneth, what are you doing about the big dude in the corner sitting, nursing his very large mug of ale?
I'm gonna walk up. Is there a chair across from him?
Yeah, there's 3.
I'm gonna sit down. You have something of mine.
Yeah, I do. Now fuck off.
Wrong answer. You have something of mine.
Wrong answer. He punches you in the head.
Can I attempt to dodge it?
Well, yeah, you can with your AC.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's an 11 and you have a 10.
Yep. Oh wait, no.
No? You good?
I'm gonna reaction shield, +5 AC.
Nice.
As a reaction.
So, yeah, he just whoop, and then how does the shield look?
It would just be like a thin barrier, like his fist would just stop.
Yeah.
Slam in.
Oh yeah.
Wrong answer. Again.
I remember. That's what that scroll says. Right, what do you want?
Them back.
No.
Charm person
Okay, yeah, this one he's definitely not.
with save throw.
Let me see here.
How many charm person spell slots do you have?
I have 4 level 1 spell slots. I am burning through all of them right
He's
now.
blowing a few here. Yeah.
Arden's just laughing. I'm gonna take the rest of the drink that Lash didn't drink and start sipping it a little bit.
That's what I was gonna do when I go back. Was steal Lash's drink.
With save throw.
I'll get another drink for myself. For like
His
that
whiz. Did that whisper? Fuck's sake, man. Did it whisper? Can you see it?
I can't see it now.
Well, he got a 20.
Well,
Hang
since
on.
you can't see it, he got a 37.
Oh no, I can see it on the chat too. 20 and a 1. Are you fucking?
So like you sort of try and charm him, and he just shakes it off and goes, no, none of that trickery. Been done by that before. Get the fuck up. Come on, I'll fight you for it,
Step outside.
like a man.
Step outside.
Mano a mano, just fist only. I won't use the sword. You don't use none of your little hocus pocus.
Deal. Outside. And I'm gonna walk out the front door.
And as the big guy steps up, he like looks around the bar, and everyone, and they head out, and a handful of people head outside as well into the sort of night. The area is lamp lit, and there's a lot of glow from houses, so you can see relatively well out here. Yeah, he steps outside, and I'm going to need you to roll initiative. And
I assume is this
I
before or after I get back inside?
you're
So I'm,
gonna
like, carrying-
walk around the corner to a cheer, I guess. Maybe you don't get all the way back in. Like you walk around the corner to a cheer from inside, and you see Kenneth walk out, followed by a massive human man.
So I'm literally
he's
carrying
like, yeah.
carrying one party member and just walk into another one in a fist fight.
Yeah, this is
Why?
like Zangief in a western stepping out through a fucking couple of saloon doors.
Lash is gonna follow behind him as well.
Yeah, I'll follow out too.
And we will resolve this after the break.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
We'll see you all in a few minutes where Kenneth, the old man, how old are you?
87.
87-year-old man is going to fist fight with the biggest man in town. Interesting.